I have a feeling I may regret doing this video, but I feel like I had to because I'm a fan of both parties here, and I have my thoughts on everything that's going on in the situation. We'll kind of get into it if you're not familiar with what's going on, but it's something that myself as a creator, I don't agree with, and I don't feel like it's right. No matter how much I like both parties, I want to try to like weigh it on both sides, you know, but I'm going to, because I am doing this different. I wanted to do it through, I'm streaming through StreamYard right now. That way I can pull up everybody's comments and stuff. So I'm just going to share this out really quick. And then we'll get into it because some of it I don't necessarily know all the details about, but what I do know the details about, that's what I wanted to talk about. So we shall see. Hi, everybody. What's going on? How you doing? What's poppin'? I see you guys all coming in now. What's up, everyone? So I feel like I needed to talk about this. One, because like I was just saying, I'm favorable to both parties, and one side I agree with more so than the other, but overall the message behind, or not the message, the point across with this video, I had to talk about it because I just don't agree with it, because it's something that I'm actually going through as well, not with the same people like at all, but I know how it feels as a creator to be, I don't know, it's like, we'll just get into it. So if you don't know what's going on, I'm going to be doing my makeup in the process. I'm going to try to keep my train of thought going strong. We'll just get into the drama, my thoughts on it, and the reason that I wanted to talk about it. So if you aren't familiar, on Twitter, there's Tina the Fancy Face and Marlena Stell are basically like going at it right now. This has been like a previous thing from what I understand. Like I said, I don't know everything that's going on. I have my thoughts, okay? So there's been past history between these two particular parties. They used to work with each other as far as like brand. Like Tina is an influencer here on YouTube. She's a creator. And then you have Marlena, who is the owner and CEO of Makeup Geek, which you guys already know that that's a brand that I love. And this is mainly why I wanted to speak about it, because you're going to see a lot of Makeup Geek content on my channel. And in the case that somebody brings this up or anything like that, I could just share this video and they could refer to it, and you're going to know my thoughts on the whole thing, because this is not a situation for me. Like, do I agree with what's going on? Absolutely not. I think it's very wrong and it's not fair, but I'm not going to not use the products that I bought. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just kind of share my thoughts on it. I see everybody, how much have I missed? I'm late. So there's previous history here. They've worked together as like a brand and an influencer. Like there's rapport with these two people. And I know a lot of people, if you're watching, you're probably familiar with the whole like Dear Influencers video that Marlena put out. It was like 7 months ago at this point. It's been a minute. I was just using my Good Molecules primer. I'll leave everything that I'm using down below if I don't mention it. So in that video, this is one thing that I don't agree with, but do I think it was intentional? No, I don't. This is just my personal thoughts on it. I'm favorable to both parties. I want to stress that. Like, I'm subscribed to Tina. You guys have heard me talk about Marlena. Okay, I'm favorable to both parties. I'm not going to trash either which side. I'm just going to state how I feel about it. Overall, I think what's going on is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think that it needs to be made what it is. And you guys can have your opinions. I could have mine. This is a safe space, okay? I'm already fucking up my makeup order. So where this whole thing started is, from what I'm gathering, because I'm getting all my information from Twitter, and wow, why do I was like sitting in my bed this morning. As soon as I woke up, I'm like scrolling, and this is what I come across. So from what I'm seeing is Tina, the Fancy Face, she was doxxed in Marlena's Dear Influencers video, which, as far as like her email wasn't shown, but her first and last name were shown in the Dear Influencers video. Now, again, this was like a 7 months ago video. And this is where I see both sides of it just because now all of a sudden, like Makeup Geek's having the rebrand, like a lot of stuff is going really well for Makeup Geek. And then bam, like this whole thing is, oh, now all of a sudden the fancy face was doxxed, which from what I see, she had addressed Marlena on Twitter before, but it all comes down to her information was put in the video. They have beef with each other. I don't know exactly what that is, but her name was put in the video. And I guess when the video first initially launched, Tina had tweeted to Marlena that her name was in there and she didn't agree with it and she wanted it removed. She never emailed or anything like that. And that's where I think like the whole thing should have started. This is just me and how I would personally handle it. If I'm in that situation and I have my name put out there and I don't want my name put out there, I'm not going to broadcast it across Twitter just to like make something get done about it. No, like the first thing I would do would be privately email and be like, hey, I know we have our differences or whatever, but you put my whole name in your video and I don't appreciate it. And then I would ask for it to be removed that way. That's not what happened. I guess Tina tweeted it out. And this is where I could see both sides here because I know she was probably pissed, so on and so forth, all that fun stuff. And she tweeted at Marlena. And I don't know if like before the situation or whatever, I don't know if she was blocked before or after. Marlena ended up, I hope I'm saying Marlena's name right. She ended up blocking Tina, aka the fancy face. So now I don't know if anything was said after that or whatever the case may be. I don't know if Tina just kind of let it die out or if she was trying to do things on the back end. Like, I don't know. But here we are 7 months later. And now all of a sudden it's a big thing again that her name was put in the Dear Influencers video. So this is where everything is like where it is right now. Because if you're not familiar with Tina, like Tina's very blunt. She's very like, her personality is very much like me. If I have something to say, I'm going to fucking say it, whether you like it or not. So I respect that about Tina. She's honest. She's like brutally honest. That's just her personality. And I respect that. Whereas I feel like Marlena is not like that. She's not very confrontational. I don't think she likes to deal with things privately and all that sort of stuff. Because obviously she is like the owner of a brand. She probably doesn't want to draw that much attention. But again, there is no such thing as bad publicity, which that's where I'm kind of like, why is this all coming up right now when they're just having their rebrand? Get to it. I know. I'm trying to give like people the backstory and just kind of understand where I'm kind of coming from. If you were just telling me to like get to the point. So where we are now is it was addressed again that Tina was doxxed. It gained a lot of traction. A lot of influencers are tweeting about it, so on and so forth. And then Tina ended up like not striking her channel, but doing something on the back end. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, leave it in the comments now. But she ended up doing something so the video would need to be revised so Marlena could like go in and edit and like blur her name out, which from my understanding was done yesterday. But it wasn't exactly a quick process. And that's where I'm like, I see both sides here because I understand like if you're worried about being doxxed and all this sort of stuff, your information being out there, you're going to want it done like right now. But then again, it's been 7 months. It's been a while. So this is where it was a privacy complaint. That's what it was. So Tina puts that on Marlena's video. And this is where the whole thing kicks off because from what I understand is she did that like yesterday or the day before on that video, which I think the timing is very convenient. That's another thing. I'm just like, why wouldn't you have done this like months and months ago if you were so worried about, you know, your information being out there? But either way, she privacy complained the video. And then in rebuttal to that, like the next day, Marlena had struck Fancy Face's video. And this is where I'm saying this is not fair because this is like a whole situation. It's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Like, this is just the type of stuff I'm like, can we just be grown-ass adults and communicate? Like, pick up the phone and call each other. Like, if you have a problem, don't tweet each other. Don't email each other. Like, pick up the phone and be like, yo, I got a problem. Text each other. I got a problem. But I feel like calling each other, like, how the fuck old are we right now? Call each other, communicate. And if you have a problem with something, say it because emails can be misread, all that sort of stuff. Like, just like the demeanor can be come across differently. I'm just like, I think the point of making this video is so ridiculous, but like I said, I'm going to have a lot of Makeup Geek content on my channel, and I want people to just be able to refer to this if they want to know my thoughts on it, because a lot of people are basically like canceling Makeup Geek over this, and I understand it to an extent, but I don't think either side is acting appropriately in this case, and this is totally just my opinion. This is just an outsider's perspective. Oh, let's see. Can someone in the chat catch me up really quick? Why was Tina worried about private info getting out there? She's never like exposed her like last name or anything. Again, it's just like, I think she should have did the privacy complaint like months and months ago at this point, but she didn't. So anyways, whoa, I just totally missed my brush. So this is where everybody's shitting bricks over it, is Marlena falsely struck Tina's video, which was talking about, from what I'm gathering, personal like beef between Marlena and Tina, but it had Makeup Geek's name in the title. Clickbait is clickbait, okay? Whether you like it or not, let it just be what it is, but that's not what happened. So her video was struck and it was immediately taken down. And this is the type of shit that drives me nuts as a creator, because I'm going through the exact same thing right now. Like, one of my top performing videos was struck recently and I can't do a fucking thing about it. Like, I tried reaching out to the person that struck my video. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck this person is. It was like my video of me reviewing unique products. I'm like, I have literally nothing else in the video except for me just talking about products. And from what I gather, I never saw the video. At least I don't remember seeing it. I honestly didn't even realize that Tina was doxxed in the Dear Influencers video, which Marlena should have just apologized for it. And that's it. That's just the resolution there. I think the strike was actually a miscommunication between MS and her team, and now it's out of control. And that's fine and dandy, but just I think as things progress, it doesn't seem like it was a mistake. It seems like it was like a retaliation type of thing, because this will kind of lead us into the next thing. So this whole thing kicks the fuck off. Everybody's pissed off. And me as a creator, I'm like, this just isn't fair. It's not fair to just falsely strike a video. And Marlena goes on her Insta story, which I don't like the fact that it was on Insta story because it's already gone. You can't refer back to it. Neither one of their videos are available to see now. Like, so I have no context to go by except for what I'm seeing, you know, people like posting on Twitter. So I'm just like, what in the actual fuck is going on? So I have nothing else to reference. Like, I don't know what the beef was. I don't know shit about that stuff. What I'm here to talk about is you don't utilize a platform to come for somebody else. And when Marlena was going into like all of her like Insta story rant, pretty much, I linked a video down below if you want to know exactly what the Insta story said. I don't know. It was like 15 minutes long. It was a long thing. I caught up on this when I was at the treadmill today. I'm like, what is going on? I just saw Emily come in. I was talking to Emily. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, and again, I only wanted to speak about this because as a creator, I don't agree with like the strike. That was totally just not okay. And in Marlena's Insta story, she's saying how she didn't know that her video would be taken down. So in order to copyright strike something, you have to go through like this whole process. You have to explain why you need this like taken down, or you need to explain like basically what your problem is with the video. And it does tell you when you go to strike a video, it tells you that their video will be removed. So this is where everybody's pissed at Marlena, because it's like you knew going into this, it would affect her channel, because your channel is only allowed 3 strikes on your channel. So like me right now, I have 1 strike on my channel for no fucking reason. Tina right now has a strike on her channel for no fucking reason, because all that she did was sit on camera. And from what I'm gathering, she was just talking about something. She didn't have copyright material in it. It's not a concept is not for people to just be like, oh, I don't like this video, you need to take it down. And how Marlena was trying to explain it was she struck the video because Tina's video had Makeup Geek's like the name brand Makeup Geek was in the title of the video. And her defense was, it has nothing to do with Makeup Geek. It has everything to do with me, which she's in a very unique situation because you are the face of Makeup Geek. Like, it is combined because you guys have this, you had like a professional relationship. So it does have things to do with you. And this is, I don't know, I was hoping that the video would be back up because I wanted to get more context. Like, what the fuck even happened? That's what I wanted to know. Tina is blocked by Marlena on Twitter and Instagram. How can Tina see the apology? That's where I think this whole thing is just like ridiculous, because just deal with it privately. And I don't think, I don't understand how it became what it is, because when I was talking to Emily last night, I'm like, you know, I see where Tina's coming from and I see where Marlena is coming from. If I have issues with somebody and they're tweeting my name, and if this was before she was blocked, I'm not going to pay attention to you either. I'm just going to block you. I'm not going to read what you're writing to me. That's where it's like, if you didn't hear anything, why wouldn't you email? You know, it's one of those things. Like, I don't think either side is right. I think both sides need to do better. But I think the whole I don't know, because even people were like, oh, it's not YouTube's fault. YouTube needs to do way better when it comes to this whole copyright shit. And this is exactly why. Like, now you have people like us that are like, oh, we want to know like what's going on. And now neither video is available. Now we have no context. Now we're just making assumptions, and now we're making videos, and people are just canceling brands and this and this and that. It's crazy. If she has only sent a cease and desist to Tina, I'd be like, whatever, you're being pissy. She struck the video and then sent a cease and desist. Like, what? Yeah, so that was the new update today. And this is where I'm just like, okay, stop tweeting about it. If you're not trying to draw more attention, it's already at that level. Like, I'm like side-eyeing so many things. I'm just like, how the fuck old are we right now? And maybe I'd have a different perspective if I knew more about like what their beef was or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I don't give a fuck. What I care about as a creator is people are false striking channels, and it's not fucking fair. It's not right. It's not fair. It's being just like, right now, this whole situation is just petty shit. And I know a lot of people are probably going to come for me. And again, this is why I wanted to talk about it. Like, when I post Makeup Geek videos, people are going to lose their shit. Like, oh, I can't believe you're supporting Makeup Geek. It's just like, there's 3 sides to every story. Okay. There's one side on each side, and then there's the truth. So I look at it as, we're not going to see the whole truth here. And I'm not seeing like previous emails. I'm not seeing anything except for, it's like he said, she said bullshit. It's, how fucking old are we? Come on. Oh my God, first time I'm hearing this. So ridiculous. I would agree with. See, I'm not trying to speak on this to be like, everybody agree with me or everybody agree with one side or the other. It's just like, as a creator, I don't agree with how one creator is treating another creator. I don't agree with how a brand owner is treating a creator, but I understand both sides of it. And I'm just trying to, if anything, just avoid the future just shit show, because I feel like everybody's got their pitchforks out or like, oh, cancel Makeup Geek. And that's not what needs to happen here, I don't think. Do I think it's right that she struck the channel? No. Do I think that she was completely honest about everything? No, I don't. But do I think that this could have totally been avoided and handled privately if both sides opened up their fucking emails or picked up the phone and called somebody? It's like, how fucking old are we right now? Late, but I'm here. Yes, girl. So I know your eyeshadow looks good. It's the Midas Cosmetics and Smoky Glow palette. I always seem to be driving during most recent live I pulled. Oh my God, you're so funny. Don't text and drive. It should have been private, and yet here we are with lots of people writing Makeup Geeks or Tina's jock with no real facts about the situation. How many pictures of Makeup Geek shadows did you put up? Did I put up today? None today, actually. Yesterday, though, was a different story. And this is another thing, I think, what really made me also want to talk about it, aside from the fact that I'm going to have a lot of Makeup Geek content. I've been a supporter of Makeup Geek for years at this point. Like, I love Makeup Geek, but I'm also a supporter of Tina. This is where I'm just like, this has to be talked about because it's not right. It's not fair. And then no drama channels are talking about it from what I gather. I don't watch them anymore, but I just was on Twitter and a friend in my head, Lacey, Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, she was just saying how like nobody's talking about it and it's bullshit. And you're right, it is bullshit because I think as creators, we should be kind of standing up for creators and also just letting people know like this stuff happens and it's not fair. And I don't agree with it. And as far as, you know, and Marlena's Insta story, I'm like all over the place. Oh my, it's just a fucking mess. In her Insta story, she was like, oh, she kind of played dumb. And I totally think she's played dumb because she's been on this platform for like 10 plus years at this point. You know what happens when you do like a claim like this. And now you're sending lawyers after her, which personally, she has every right to if Tina was speaking a certain way about her in her video that she didn't like. It's just like, come on here, people. It doesn't need to be, in my opinion, what it is. I'm trying to still figure out this goddamn Blendiful. This is where I like this product, is just for my powder. I don't even like it for primer anymore because I've been using a hydrating primer and I think my skin looks bomb. I think the drama is in the beauty community. Yeah, it definitely needs to stop. But this is like out of control. It's just like, have communication with people. If you have a fucking problem, reach out to the people. And then if you send emails or if you try to call people, but then we're at the stage now, we all get so like invested in it. It's like, you got to have those receipts lined up. Like I tried to call him, I tried to tweet him, it's just like one thing after another. It's just like, oh my God. But overall, the strike was complete bullshit. And that's where I really feel for Tina. I think it's complete bullshit and it's not right. And it was just a complete like almost like not manipulative tactic, but it was just like a scare tactic or something like that. Drama channels are talking about it, including Smoky Glow, who comes out firing with profanity and one side of the story. Oh, I just wanted to make it clear, like, I don't have every piece of the puzzle, but ultimately it's just, it doesn't need to be what it is. And it's not even with just this situation. It's any situation in general. If you have an issue with somebody, here's an example for you. I had my Gymshark haul. Okay, let's plug one of my recent videos. Why don't I? I had half of my order. I spent over $300 on this thing. I had half of my order end up missing. First, I emailed the brand. Didn't get anything back. I emailed them again. Didn't hear anything back. So then I tweeted about it because that's, to me, it's almost like when you have an issue at work, you work your way up the ladder. And I think this is where I completely understand where Marlene is coming from, because it's like you just kind of skipped steps on the ladder type of thing. Like first you talk to your team leader, then you talk to your supervisor, then you talk to your manager. You don't just go right to your manager. No, you like take those steps because that's why those things are there for. Maybe that's like a bad way to look at it, but that's at least me as a grown ass adult and just a respectful person. And that's where I feel like neither side has respect for one another. And that's why I think it is where it is now. But it's just, I think it's odd that it happened 7 months ago. And it got brought back up right as Makeup Geek's coming back. And that's where it's just like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. Did anybody know about, like, that's the other thing. I'm like, maybe people know about this. I've seen it all over my Twitter. It was like, Tina waited until the rebrand to stir up drama. See, that's where people are like, oh, Tina stirring up drama. Then people are like, oh, Makeup Geek's trying to get public. Like, it's so just like all over the place, where it's in a situation like this. It did not need to be what it was. 7 months ago when the video first came out, if that's exactly what you're worried about is being doxxed, which that's never okay. It's not right. Do I think it was intentional? No, I don't. I honestly don't. And it could have easily been resolved back then. But now you've had how many millions of people watch that video? And then it's been 7 months since then. Lord knows how many people have watched it since then. It's like, why wasn't this resolved months? That's where I see both sides completely. See, from what I see is she did try to email, or not email, Tina tweeted Marlena back in June. But that's, again, it's like if you were either blocked, I don't know if she was blocked at the time or whatever, but if I know that I have beef with this person, I'm not going to fucking pay attention to what you're saying. No, if you're just tweeting my name and tagging me, I'm going to fucking block you. I'm not going to see what you're saying. I would do the exact same thing. Let's see. I hated how the miscommunication between people leads to creator videos getting flagged for no apparent reason. It's not fair. There has to be a way for you guys, creators, can get it looked into. See, we can, as creators, we can almost like rebuttal the complaint, but it takes time. Like, all that had to have been done here, and this is where I'm like, Marlena, just get it taken care of. Just lift the fucking copyright claim. But that's not what is happening either. It's like both sides are acting like children. Just stop it. God damn it. Just stop it. Tina has been mentioning the Makeup Geek issue for months. See, I have never even heard about it. And that's where I'm just like, but it's like, how was she mentioning it? Was she just tweeting it on Twitter? That's not going to solve anything. It's not going to solve anything. What's going to solve something is reaching out to this person directly. I don't know. Maybe this is just me being, I don't know. I just handle shit different maybe, but that's how I'm looking at it. But let me be clear. It's not okay what is happening. I don't want people to get it twisted. Like, oh, you're just siding with Marlena. No, I'm not, because what she did is fucked up. You don't do that, especially creator on creator. You don't do that. And I know what it feels like, and it fucking sucks. It's not fair. Oh, that's what I was saying. Like, you can rebuttal, but it takes time. Like, YouTube don't give two fucks about it. And that's where I was saying, I'm like, YouTube needs to revisit how they handle copyright shit instead of just taking down videos. Like, my unique video is one of my top performing videos on my channel. At least it was. And now it just got removed because somebody just didn't like it. It's like, it should have some sort of a process, and it doesn't. They just automatically take it down to completely pretty much cover their own ass. And that's not right either. It's just like, for a company that makes so much fucking money, like, YouTube's probably like $1 billion company at this point. Like, how does it take so much time between each thing to get our videos back, or to, like, we have to reach out to these people that are striking the video? It's like a whole process. It's so fucking annoying. It does not make sense. How do you strike a channel or a video? You have to go, like, I don't even know. I've never struck a channel. I personally have had no reason to do that. From what I understand is you just basically, like, go to the video, and then I don't know. I am not the right person to ask for that because I've never struck a channel. I commented because I didn't agree. That being said, she did reach out to her. She wasn't blocked when she reached out in June. Marlena did that after Tina said something on Twitter. See, and that's totally fine, but that's where, before popping off on Twitter, if you're worried about your, like, that's the whole thing that doesn't make sense to me. If you're so worried about being doxxed, and it's just like, why would you bring even more attention to it, posting it on Twitter? And then for people to retweet it and share it and this and this and that. And this is where I saw that Tina was just saying that the only way for her to get her to respond is to create this sort of drama, because otherwise she doesn't. And maybe that's true. I've never had issues. But what I can tell you is how many times that I've tagged Marlena in tweets, shared Makeup Geek photos and all this shit. I've never once been acknowledged for it, aside from yesterday. And that's where people are probably like, oh, this is why you're talking about it. No, that's not. It's just, how many times have I, like, tweeted at these bigger content creators or whatever the case may be, and you I don't know. Did you see the images of the Harry Makeup Geek lipsticks? They look the same as, see, I didn't have those and I didn't know anything about it back then. I did see them like as I think the Jacqueline Cosmetics lipstick thing, but that's where, okay, we'll jump back to the Jacqueline Cosmetics thing. The Jacqueline Cosmetics lipsticks were such a big fucking deal because all the batch codes were the same. That's the problem. It's not that there's hair in the lipsticks. It's because all the fucking batch codes are the same. Like, how do people still not understand that? Like, I'm still pissed about that whole situation, clearly. It's just people always compare everything, like any quality issue, they compare it to the Jacqueline Cosmetics thing, and you can't because nothing has ever happened like the Jacqueline Cosmetics. Like, contaminants has always been an issue in cosmetics, but never all the batch codes be the same. Kat says, if you're not reaching out to somebody, you're not actually wanting to solve the issue. See, I could definitely see that. YouTube needs to put humans first and precious computer programs second. Did you see Tati's video with Rach Loves, who I love? Notice the filter in that video. No, I haven't been watching because I'm still waiting for that full face tutorial. So if anybody sees that, because I'm not following now, if anybody sees it, I would love to know. I just saw your PJs from White Guy for X's video. I freaking love these pajamas. They're from Victoria's Secret. Oh, thank you, Danica. People are bullies when put behind a keyboard. If they sat down and discussed this face to face, it would get solved. Acting like children. I feel like it's a way to bully creators because personal beef. And I think that on both sides. I think both sides have beef on each side, whatever that case is. It's like, if you're truly looking for a resolution here, just fucking talk about it. Oh my God, it's crazy. Craziness. Still no video on how to use it. In the video, she actually she looks at dirty, plentiful. Oh God, no. I mean, I'm still using it, trying it. I like it for powder, but it's nothing revolutionary. It's a fucking puff. I've said that in a couple videos. I had every intention on posting my my favorites video today, and then this was going on, and I'm like, nope, time to talk about this because it's not right. I don't agree with it, but both sides need to grow the fuck up. Is the issue just the name not being blocked out, which, yes, is serious. Hopefully oversight is... That's where it all started, and then it's just kind of snowballed from there. From what I gather. I mean, I can't see either video anymore. I think they're both down. But Marlena's calling it personal when Tina's original video was discussing the issue she had with Marlena as a brand owner. She can't play the victim. And that's where, okay, like, again, I see both sides. I never saw that video. At least I don't remember seeing it. I wish that I could have gone and watched it because I'm just very curious about what the fuck even happened. Like, why are we still talking about this if this was months and months ago? And this is where on Marlena's side, I could see, like, why the fuck are you still talking about this? I completely see both sides. It's like both sides are just acting like a bunch of kids. How old are we people? I'm still here listening. I had to go try Dark Night Light. Oh God. Fancy loves to talk a lot of people on her channel. And that's totally fine. Like, if that's your game, that's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I like her openness. I like that she's unapologetic. Like, I can respect that. But when it gets to a point where it's like, okay, now you're calling her that, like you're doing that woman thing. Now you're just being disrespectful. Now you're asking for this to keep progressing and progressing. Like, it just doesn't seem like either side really wants a resolution because there still isn't one yet. And this is where I'm just like, oh my God. Unpopular opinion. I'm not surprised by Marlena. Is it Marlena or Marlena? I always say Marlena, but I feel like it's Marlena. I'm not surprised by Marlena's behavior at all. I'm not surprised either, but I'm not in her situation either. So it's, I don't know the beef. I don't know, like, if I'm telling you, if somebody that I have personal beef with kept tweeting me and tagging me and bringing up shit that is Not that it's no longer relevant. I'm not trying to justify what she did because I'll never be able to do that because what she did is not right. Striking a channel is never right. Don't get it twisted here. I could see her getting fucking annoyed though. Like, stop bringing up dumb shit, especially when this is supposed to be a beautiful time for the rebrand. Like, you could have squashed this so many months ago, but now we're bringing it up again. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'd have better context if I knew what the fuck happened, but I don't. If anybody knows or if anybody remembers, please feel free because I would love to know. I'm trying to find my highlighter brush. How do I always lose this highlighter brush? I don't understand. What else is popping? What else is going on? Do we want to talk about this anymore? I think I said what I had to say. I don't agree with what is being done here on either side. I'm not going to stop her like purchasing from Makeup Geek over this because neither side is right. One side, I think Marlena is definitely more in the wrong because you don't strike a channel. I don't buy the whole like, oh, I didn't know how it worked. I don't buy that. I think it's just she took it personally and now she's kind of being malicious about it, which is understandable, but don't get on camera on an Insta story and fucking lie about it. Just reach out to each other, talk about, should I be a counselor on YouTube? Like, what the fuck? I see people asking, do you know in the chat what Tina said in that video about Marlena? See, that's where I'm like, I have no idea. I have no context to go by at all. Tina is on Spooky Hips Live talking about her side. See, this is where the problem is, okay? Don't get one side and not the other side. Like, you can't do it that way. It's just like, it's painting narrative. Like, this is going to create more drama about it. Like, this is another thing that just kind of shows me that it's we're not looking for resolutions here. And I understand, okay, now especially if Marlena is taking like legal action, which if she's like slandering her name in that video or whatever the case may be, she has every right to. That just is what it is. Oh, your eye is looking popping. So cute. Thanks, girl. It's a Smoky Glow palette. Basically, Tina said Marlena dropped the small... Basically, Tina said Marlena dropped the small influencers for the Jaclyn Hill and Manny back in the day. Then Marlena posted her truth video when the gurus dropped Makeup Geek for Morphe. That was in the video. Which that might be correct. I don't know. I guess maybe there's some truth to it if she struck it. Right? Oh, I remember now. I remember Marlena was saying that she felt that she was being painted as a social climber. Right? I don't know. This is all just like personal beef that does not need to be what it is now. It sucks having to be a creator and having to feel like you have to make a video, which I never feel like I have to make a video, but it's like, if I didn't make today's video and my next video was like a Makeup Geek, like palette or something, people are gonna be like, I can't believe that you're supporting this brand still. It's just like, there's three sides to every story, people. And I'm not seeing proof on anything except for just tweets that were put out. I'm not seeing private emails. I'm not seeing any of that shit. So that's all that I'm going by. Let's see. That's why everyone got so pissed when she said the 60K figure. Huh. There's always three sides. Yeah. But that's where it's like, how long ago was that shit? I don't know. I see both sides. Do we got anything else to talk about? I just wanted to say I don't agree with what's going on here. I think both sides are in the wrong. I don't agree with either side. I understand both sides. But overall, striking a channel is never okay. It's not. It's fucking bullshit, in my opinion. I'm going to try to finish this really quick. Holy Toledo. What else is going on, you guys? Anybody else have any other thoughts on it? Like, I don't know. I feel like everybody on here is just like chill. Smoky Glow look is bad. Thanks, girl. I just think the copyright strike was way out of line. You know, I bought Makeup Geek last month. I'm not mad, just way over the line. Yeah, I think it was just, you don't do that. Don't play dumb. You don't do that. Just admit that you fucked up. You reacted. You're human. Like, just admit it. And that's it. Let's see. I just saw, yeah, I feel like Marlena felt used by the beauty gurus. Till they got big, then they moved on. Yeah, I agree. What beauty event do you want to go to this year? Okay. I want to do, hold on, let me, because I just pinned this on accident. Did anyone else get an email from Midas? That virus is screwing everything up. Yes, I did get an email. If you ordered the Midas Cosmetics collection, if you ordered the, I'm pretty sure if you ordered anything, there's an email that got sent out from the brand. Back to beauty events. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to one this year because my bar is supposed to open this year, but from what I hear, Sephora is the best one as far as experience-wise. But I'm like, I don't know. Which one do we go to? I want to go to IMATS in 2020. I've never been to any of them. Has anybody ever gone to a beauty event? I'm trying to hurry up because I know Kara C is going live here shortly. And now I know that Spooky Lips and Fat Hips is live. She's probably like, what the fuck? 4.5 million in views on that video. Her full name leaked. People are crazy and might try to harm her or stalk her. It's just not right. But if that's what you're genuinely worried about, why would you bring more attention to it? That's where I'm just like, wait. Like, by tweeting it out. No. Like, I'm picking up the phone and be like, hey, my name's in your video. Like, you need to take care of it. Or send her an email like, hey, you need to take care of this. Or I'm going to post about it. I wouldn't directly go to Twitter if I'm genuinely worried about my safety. You know what I mean? That's where I'm just like, I get it. But it's not being handled appropriately. And this is totally just my opinion, my perspective. Outsider looking in, both sides need to honestly grow up. Oh, they need a beauty event at Disney. Oh my God. That needs to happen. That'd be the best thing ever. Oh my God. I'm about to call up Disney right now. Oh, let's see. Oh my God, a beauty event at Disney would be amazing. For real. Oh my God. Oh, Heather, I want to come to your opening. Sounds like so much fun. We were talking about it. Where the hell were we talking about it? Oh, Emily Hanhan's. I bet you that's where she went with the Spooky Lips video. Emily Hanhan was live. And we were talking about it. She was like, Brett, I want to come to your bar when it opens. And I'm just like, yes, bitch. Could you imagine like all like the New York or like upstate New York people like being all in one place? And especially at my bar, I'd be like, I would die. It'd be so fun. Disney in California or Florida? Oh, Florida. Disney World, so much better. Love the chat. Peace out, y'all. By the way, makeup looks fire. Thanks, girl. Or I think it's done by, are you a girl or boy? I'm not sure. I'm assuming that you're a girl. Oh my God, that'd be so fun. A beauty event at Disney. Everybody tweet Disney like right now. Oh my God. One could wish, right? So in summary of today's video, I will be doing videos with Makeup Geek. I'm not going to not buy from this brand. That was another thing people were saying was, oh, if this person did this, people would be going and doing this. It's like, that was one I saw. I don't know if it was Lacey that said it. Oh, if it was like, if it was James Charles that did something like this, or if it was Jaclyn Hill, people would be like out of their minds over it. But they're like consistently problematic. Like Marlena, for the most part, isn't. I think that's why I'm just like, okay, both sides are not in the right here. I'm not going to favor either which side. But if the other people did it, it'd be a little bit different. Like, you're not comparing apples to apples here. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, Marlena has been in her fair share of drama and all that fun stuff. But I feel like for the most part, she's relatively not problematic. Oh, let's see. Love y'all. About to go play with the Arcana palette by Shroud. I've never heard of Shroud. Grungy tones are so yummy. Kids are put to bed. Time to play. Good night. You have fun. I wouldn't expect you to not use Makeup Geek anymore. People mess up and mistake. Life is messy. Exactly. And that's where I think for the most part, like my subscribers would not expect me to stop using it. It's more of like if I post a video and it gets more attention, I think it's gonna still come up, but at least now I could be like, oh, watch this video. Like, I could just tag the video and be like, if you want to know my thoughts on it, you can go here and listen to it. Other than that, that's it. Dana says she's hormonal. I remember how crazy I was when I was pregnant. See, I don't think that should be an excuse, though. You can't justify to me like what she did, because it's not right no matter which way you look at it. I think, again, both sides are not in the right here. But I'm glad to know that people would not expect me to not use Makeup Geek, because I feel like, I don't know, on some channels it's look at how people looked at Samantha Ravindal when she used like the Kat Von D tattoo liner and didn't even mention it. It's like things like that. Like, people go nuts like when stuff like this happen. Oh, Matrini, you gotta rewatch, girl. We're almost done. Yeah, it's not an excuse. Like, there's no excuse for either which side's behavior. This could have easily been resolved other ways. It did not need to be what it is. And that's overall my thoughts on it. And I think my biggest problem is with YouTube, just because I know you can't blame YouTube for this being what it is or anything like that, but it's like, they just monitor it so shitty. So shitty. And that's where it's so annoying, because now, again, it's like, I want to know more about the situation, and I can't even do that because both videos are gone. And I think the Dear Influencers video was probably, I'm assuming that she privated it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I tried to go watch it and it was gone. So I'm like, oh, I guess I ain't watching that today. I was trying to find something to watch on the treadmill. Where is, oh, this is the one I'm looking for. Gerard Cosmetics Hydromat in 1995. Yeah, we'll do this one. I was looking for Skinny Dip. I think I have Skinny Dip. If you missed it on my Instagram today, I'm back on Instagram. I haven't posted in like a month. I didn't realize how long it was. But I shared my unboxing of Smoky Glow, and Gerard Cosmetics is having 54% off, you guys. 54% off site-wide if you get anything. The Slay All Day spray, if you like a dewy finish. It's so good. I feel like the new stuff has been muddy and looks different in the pans and on the eyes. You'll have to let us know. Curious. Did they change the formula? I bought 200 in the old Circle ones in January 2nd. Are you talking Makeup Geek? I have only used, I think I used like 4 or 5 of the regular eyeshadows, and then I forget which ones I did. I posted it on TikTok last night. The foiled shadows are 100%. If anything, I think they're better than they were before. The mattes, I think they're blendable. The only one I had a hard time with was Wind Down. That one was patchy. I actually had the same issue with the, what was it? Amazing! This shade right here. Purples and like reds, they always give me a hard time. I think they're very hard to formulate. That's actually because Marlena, she retweeted my TikTok last night, and then she asked like how I'm liking the formula. Like, that's where I'm just like, are we being fooled? I don't know, but it's, to me, she's always looking for feedback. She's always looking for that. She was like, how you liking everything? I said, everything so far so good. The only thing I had issues with was Wind Down. And she's like, yeah, the purples are really hard to formulate, but thanks for the feedback. And I'm just like, what more can you ask for? But I did have the same problem with Amazing with the Midas palette. The palette is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I mean, I'm having such good luck with palettes lately, knock on wood. It's like when I get them, it's so much prettier in person. Like this palette is prettier in person. The Makeup Geek palettes are pretty in person. There was one other one. I was like, oh my God, it looks so much better in person than it does online. How was it? I don't remember. What was the other one I got recently? I don't know. But there was another one I got, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so much prettier in person. Marlena hasn't removed the strike. See, that's where it's like, just fucking resolve the shit. Both sides are not in the right, in my opinion. Oh, man, just fucking remove it. To be fair, I don't know how long it takes for them to reinstate the video. If it's instant, I don't know. I've never been through that. All I know is I tried to, like, I have my strike on my channel right now. I tried to, like, reverse the claim on it. I emailed the person directly, and my video is still on private. So this is not going to work for this look. No fucking way. Let's change it up a little bit. RBK video didn't make them look great. Robbie D. Christie? Yeah, I had really good luck with. Yeah, I want to say I used like 5 or 6 shades total. And the only one I had issues with was Wind Down. Everything else looks so beautiful. What lip do I want to use? I was about to say I need to get more lip products, but I definitely don't. I need to declutter my freaking... Oh, my collection's so bad. Which shade do I want to use? Oh, we could use this. Vintage Rose. This is from Gerard Cosmetics. I need a lip line, though, if I'm using this. Oh, my God, focus on the chat. Let's see. Marlena holds a grudge and is passive-aggressive about things. Tina blows up and is aggressive. See that? And that's where it's like, you have 2 very different personalities here, but neither one of the people have respect for each other. It's just, come on. But clearly, I mean, they both hold a grudge. To me, I'm Reezy. I'm Reezy for what? I'm Reezy for what? Where is my lip liner? This is my favorite one right now. The Gerard Cosmetics Share. This is just like my lips, but better. I feel like I say that every single time I put this on. Why is everyone live now? Because everybody's talking about this now, probably. I know Kara was going live. I was trying to get done with my video before she went live, and then I saw somebody said that Lacey was live too with Tina. Yeah, I said at the beginning of this video, I'm like, I probably will regret doing this video, but at the same time, fuck it. I could have my own opinions. You could have yours. And we'll call it good. Until I have other proof of what the fuck is going on, I'm going to stay in my lane and use the shit that I got. I love the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. It's amazing. It's my favorite. Yes, bitch. Cher is my favorite. Hands down. I totally want to meet up at your bar. Oh my God. I love it. Oh, where'd it go? I have to know what lashes and what highlight. What highlight did I use? Fuck. What highlight did I use? I wasn't even paying attention. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, Elsie Cosmetics. I was like, oh my God, what highlight did I use? Elsie Cosmetics, the Eclipse Highlighter in Luna. And then the lashes are Makeup Geek Nicole Lashes. So that's a highlighter I used. No regrets. Hashtag no regrets. Oh my God, I fucking love that movie. And I have no one because I ain't know what is happening. Oh, girl. It's crazy. So blinding. It's so pretty. The other palette that was better in person. Oh, it was the Amrezy palette. You go, Glen Coco. Yes, that's exactly which one it was. I felt the same way with the, I didn't end up buying it. I wish I did now. The Jackie Aina palette. I thought that was so beautiful in person. But let's face it, I do not need another fucking eyeshadow palette. Matrini, if I linked a video down below that will give you like a summary of what happened. There's so many holes. That's where I'm just like, come on, people. And it seems like this is just how it seems to me. A lot of small creators are obviously favoring a smaller creator. A lot of creators are favoring their creators, but I'm like, wait, both sides in this are creators. That's where I'm like, I understand both sides. I understand both sides are going to react a certain way, but overall, it's just, oh, come on. This video is going to be like an hour of me just repeating myself 20,000 times. Can't we all just get along? I got the Jackie Aina palette for 50% off from Macy. Is that still on sale? That was the, I forgot to tell you, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics lip gloss in Diamond Juice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I think that's, oh no, I got one more thing to do. I saved this for last. Oh my God, I got this today. If you guys watch my Instagram story today, I got so many freaking messages of people being like, are you like creaming your pants over there? Because I was losing my shit. This one came broken, but I pressed it. It reminds me a lot of the Lunar Beauty Blue Diamond. It's almost like identical. Look how pretty that is. This is from the Smoky Glow palette, but it's so similar. I'm actually going to swatch it so you guys can see, but look at how pretty. Oh, so good. Then Hannah messaged me. She's like, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to send you another one when we restock? I'm like, bitch, no. I freaking pressed it. It's fine. Now, if it was all over the place and broke, maybe. But, oh my God. I was on it like white iron. Oh man, I wish I knew that because I would have bought it then. It's so pretty. I still haven't used my moon spell. It's a crime. Oh my God, girl, get on it. So good. All right, let me swatch Lunar Beauty Blue Diamond. This is totally off topic, but they just remind me a lot of each other. This one's a little powdery. And then the Midas Cosmetics. So Midas Cosmetics is on top. Oh my God, they're like identical. And then Lunar Beauty's on the bottom. Makeup porn. Yes, bitch. So pretty. They're like identical. That's so close. You would never guess that those are different. So that's exciting. But now I have two of the shades that are like the same. Ah, that's so pretty. I'm so happy for Hannah. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. All that in under an hour. Woohoo! Speaking of Lunar Beauty, I'm ordering the Strawberry Dream because you love it so much. Oh my God, it's so good. If I were to pick between the two though, I like Moonspell more just because those are the shades that I go for. But the formula on those, I love Lunar Beauty. I love the products so much from there. So if anybody has anything else, I'll hang out for another couple minutes. I want the Smoky Glow palette. It's so pretty. I'm still using it, but that's what's on my eyes today. I used, here, we'll give you a rundown of what I used today. So I used first the, oh my God, where is it? I used the new eye base today, which these are very new for me. I usually just use concealers, but I'm kind of into these eye bases right now because I think my eyeshadows look so much nicer, but I need to keep using it. Where the fuck did it go? I'll grab the box. I don't know where the pot went. It's the Gerard Cosmetics, what's this called? Where's the name? The Clean Canvas Eye Concealer and Base. I put this down first, and then I went in with Basic. I did cold brew, but this was like an unnecessary step. I just did that in my crease, but I set my entire lid with basic. Then I went in with jump cut in my crease. I went in with warrior, just in the crease, but more like precise. Then I went in with amazing, but it was pretty patchy. So then I skipped to content. And I think that, oh no, and then group chat is what's on my eyes right now, or my inner lid. And then nutty is what's on my inner corner. So that's everything from the Smoky Glow palette that's on my eyeballs right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to feel however you feel about it, but another day, another drama. I thought I'd talk about it and just trying to avoid future conflicts from people that are new and all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please put your pitchforks away before everything gets out of fucking control. It doesn't need to be what it is. At least that's my opinion. Oh, does it help with the crepe wrinkly eyes? The eye base, I think it helps make the shadows pop a lot more. It's actually helping, at least I've been noticing, because I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've been using that one recently, and I don't think I crease as easy as I do when I wear a concealer. I crease a lot on my eyes, even when I set them. I usually crease, but so far so good with the Gerard Cosmetics one. I don't necessarily, oh, here it is right here. I like the aesthetic of the packaging, but the inside of it, because it's like a liquid concealer, but I really like the tone of this. It's a very neutral tone. It almost reminds me of, I think it's a little bit darker than Painterly. It's just the inside of it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, but one thing that I do like about it is like the product got along like the lip line on the top, and I just kind of like brushed my brush along. Oh, I just stuck my finger right in it. I just like brushed, what brush did I use for that? I know it was an Esum brush. Hold on, let me find it. I got them all right here. I use the Esum W23. This is from Muse I do this every time. Muse Beauty. This is their brush line. It's called Esum. So Muse spelled backwards. So I would just go like this and get all of my eye base, and then I would just go in that way. It's so nice. So I'm into this so far. I'll keep you guys posted as I use it. I will have a favorites video that was supposed to be today's video, but I felt like this was more important to talk about today. So my next video will most likely be a favorites video. So if you guys like live streams, this is the channel for you, because that's primarily what I'm doing. And I think that's it for today. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good night or day, wherever you guys are in the world. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!